Should Senator Cruz or Senator Hawley resign?
I think they should be just flat beaten the next time they run. I think the American public has a real good, clear look at who they are. They're part of the big lie. But the acolytes that follow him, like Cruz and others, they are as responsible as he is. I think they should be just flat beaten the next time they run.
The acolytes will follow him. They're as responsible as he is. Well, what is he talking about? What is Biden talking about? I'm going to show you specifically what he's talking about. And the danger in those words that is now progressing into HR resolution after HR resolution with no end in sight until this final straw hit. The final straw I'm about to show you, because when you seize the police and when you seize the military and when you seize Congress, there's only one step left to seizing everything. HR Comply or Die, as we called this broadcast, a new intelligence bill will initiate a real-time purge unlike anything you've ever seen. The final step, the final cog in the wheel to get everything moving forward at a pace we may never be able to stop. It's as serious as it gets. It's as real as it gets. And I'm about to disclose to you step by step what Biden's initial words meant and how it now has been put into motion. My name is Justice Knight, today filling in for Lisa Haven. Can't thank you enough for being here. Many of you already know me as the co-host of Restricted Republic, the platform we created to combat everything that's happening before your very eyes, the disappearance of conservative voices, exactly what our broadcast will be about today, but not only voices, an entire thought process. Well, many years ago, we devised a way around this, a way to give you unfiltered and uncensored news in a format that you deserve. As a matter of fact, we're even going to ratchet up our live broadcast where we'll answer your questions one-on-one, a format unlike anything you've heard or seen before. Restricted Republic. Right now, I'm going to offer you a very special offer. Restricted 24. Just for under $6 a month for the next 24 months, on top of 14 days for free. We're going to give you access to a platform that's unlike anything you've heard or seen before. Just wait till you read the comments of our audience and you'll begin to understand what an open discourse is all about and why we created the platform to begin with. We hope you'll join us over there, restrictedrepublic.com. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I certainly hope you will. Lisa will put a link just above me. But now let's get on with this broadcast. And this is where we're going to end our story. H.R. 353. How many of you heard about this bill? We're going to have to work our way up to why this bill is so significant. It's only 2 pages long. I know, unusual, when we're used to viewing hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of pages within each one of these bills. 2 pages initiate something that is unheard of. But let's understand what's happening here and let's put out some disclaimers to begin with, some explanations. The socialist Democrat false narrative of systemic racism and white supremacy. Do I, or does Lisa, or does Restricted Republic support white supremacy? Of course not. Are organizations like the KKK okay? Of course not. But we have to use common sense because they're trying to bundle everything into the term of white supremacy. In lies the danger of what's happening. What it means to them is anyone who disagrees with their thought process. And how will they purge out anyone who disagrees with their thought process so they can ramrod through the exact agenda that so many of us disagree with? The globalist agenda, the anti-American agenda. Who will protect us? Well, it's in their sights now. No one will be left to protect the very Constitution we all believe in. So let's just throw out the discussion point. President Joe Biden slams governors for lifting mask mandates, calls it Neanderthal thinking. You see, this is just the beginning of what the administration is pushing. If you disagree with what they believe in, you're a Neanderthal. You're an anti-American. You're a white supremacist. You start to see a pattern here. It's the only reason I put this article on screen. So why is it so difficult for the military to weed out extremists? This on task and purpose. Wait now. We have met the enemy, and he is us. Is what the title states, the enemy. You see again how they're classing now again as examples of what should never be stood for. U.S. soldier accused of plotting to kill unit by giving classified info to violent neo-Nazi group. Of course, not okay. Coast Guard officer accused of racist mass murder plot. Kept hit list of Democrats and MSNBC host. Okay, of course not. Of course not. I can't believe we still have to provide the disclaimers, but you'd be shell-shocked as to some of the responses we receive. So let's read on a little bit further in the article. Currently, the onus is on potential recruits to explain what their tattoos mean. You've heard about this, vetting out the military. You saw it with the National Guard at the Capitol, vetting out the military, which recommends the military work closely with the FBI's cryptology and racketeering unit, as well as the National Gang Intelligence Center, to identify questionable tattoos. The information housed in NGIC may help recruiting headquarters identify concerning tattoos and bring a greater understanding to the background of these applicants who present potential indicators of gang membership. Going a step forward, they've even taken this so far is to now say, watch out for the acronym WMSTEOOPAAFFWC. Are they kidding? This is reality. This is how far they're pushing it. This is within the article itself. Is there bad insignias? Of course there is. Is there things that may indicate that you're someone who should probably not be in the military? Of course there is. But you see how the focus is shifted into acronyms that most people have never seen nor heard of before. And where is this coming from? Well, go back to the Capitol riots. That event that has pushed so much in motion, this is again on task and purpose to remain consistent. Nearly 1 in 5 Capitol rioters were military veterans, a report states. 27 veterans out of the 140 people charged. You see, the average American, unlike you, wouldn't be able to frame that argument up. They wouldn't understand. Those are the folks who breached the Capitol. How about all the people that were peacefully demonstrating their beliefs outside the Capitol? You see how they bundle everything into that thought process. Everybody there is bad. And if you didn't agree with that, just hold on, because the bill I'm about to disclose to you covers it very succinctly, in horrific detail, in a 2-page simple form. Now, this is nothing new. This on Military Times back in February 6 of 2020. Signs of white supremacy extremists up again in poll of active duty troops. That's right, the poll they took. About 1/3 of those surveyed stated that they have personally witnessed examples of white nationalism and racism within the ranks of the military. You see, these storylines start long before the average American is made privy to them. But now they got the military. They're going ahead and vetting out those troops inbound to assure that you only believe in one side's agenda. They're also going after the local police forces. Identity crisis, white supremacist, racist American cops must be removed, experts say. It will take resolve. And how are they going to do that? Well, you can't train away white supremacy. No. You have to fight it. You have to remove it. You have to cut it out of society. That was Heather Taylor within the same article. You see, now they have the military. They're purifying it. Now they're going to have the police forces. They're purifying it. What else are they going to do beyond that, you might ask? How much longer will we ignore Representative Boebert's bond to white supremacy? Coloradans must keep the Congresswoman accountable. Now they're going to politicians and purifying them. So now we have the military. We have the police force. We have the politicians. If you don't agree with our agenda, we will find a tag to throw on you to assure we can remove you, silence you, shame you, ostracize you. I hope you're getting this in clear order right now. Seth Rogen calls U.S. Senator Ted Cruz a white supremacist fascist in Twitter exchange. Oh, now they got Hollywood working against us too. You see, simply by being a conservative, you're now being labeled, you're being tagged. Military done, politicians done, police force done. Hollywood goes ahead and starts jumping in. House Democrats draw the line. No bipartisan cooperation with the Republicans who question the election. Something else they disagree with. Something else you may agree with. Something they say is no longer acceptable. Question nothing. Ask no questions. If you do, we'll find a label to throw on you, silencing you forever. No cooperation. You shall get nothing. Domestic extremists could have their travel monitored and be included on no-fly lists, report says. Now you can't travel either. No police force for you. No military for you. You can't be a politician. You can't fly. You can't travel. What else can't I do? Well, there's going to be many companies you can't work at either. Coca-Cola forces employees to take white fragility, author's course on how to be less white. A storyline, I'm just putting everything into focus here as quickly as I can. L'Oreal removes the word whitening from its products. You see, it's everywhere now. no police force, no politician, no work, no travel. What else can they possibly do? But this is okay, of course. A blood-filled Nike demonic shoe, that's okay. Oh, let it go free. That's right, if you didn't hear about this story, this is only 666 pairs made. The sole, the red part you see there, well, has human blood. Don't believe me? We could just go through this, showing you all the pictures. There's the inside of the box. Isn't this nice? But I guess this agenda is fine with the pentagram on the shoe. This is fine. You see the destruction of culture. You see there are demons among us. Very clear demons among us. They're not even hiding anymore. So now let's get to this bill, and let's round off this story here. To modify the standard Form 86 questionnaire used for national security eligibility determinations to include questions regarding an individual's membership in or association with organizations spreading conspiracy theories regarding the government and participation in the activities occurring at the United States Capitol on January 6, 2021. Now it just became activities occurring at the United States Capitol. You see a little shift of words there. Before it was those who breached the Capitol. Now it's just those involved in activities. Your security clearance, according to this bill, will be denied. That was the only piece missing. Entire intelligence community control. Only those that agree with the government line will be allowed to stand, assuring that we can go ahead and silence those nasty members of the opposition. But we'll go back to this bill quickly. This act may be cited as the Security Clearance Improvement Act of 2021. Have you ever been a member of, associated with, or knowingly engaged in activities conducted by an organization or movement that spreads conspiracy theories and false information about the United States government? Well, what's false information? What's a conspiracy theory? Do you believe in UFOs? That's a conspiracy theory. Sorry, your security clearance is denied. Do you want to speak about JFK? Your security clearance denied. Do you simply just not agree with everything they state immediately without questioning anything? If you do, your security clearance is denied. Imagine the members now who will be in the military, who will be in the police force, who will be politicians, and who will be in control of the intelligence community. Oh, now you painted the complete picture. This is a takeover. A purge of all conservative voices will initiate immediately. Actually, not just voices. A purge of anyone who believes in the Constitution or those who do not believe in the agenda put forth by this current administration will be done, gone. A belief will die. Did you participate in the activities occurring at the United States Capitol on January 6, 2021, or any similar activity? Any similar activity. This isn't only about your clearance being denied. Anyone who maybe disagrees with COVID, anyone who believes in UFOs, anyone who believes there may be a counter story to JFK, you want me to continue to go? I want you to put examples below in the comments of all the conspiracy theories that may qualify you now. No security clearance for you. The final prong in the overall takeover of the U.S. government is upon us. The purge is real. And this I could put in no clearer focus for you. I want to make sure you knew about this bill. Lisa wanted to make sure you knew about this bill. If you haven't gone over to Restricted Republic yet, please do. If you haven't followed us at all these social media links, we certainly hope you will. If you haven't subscribed to Lisa, I certainly hope you will. If you haven't subscribed to me, what are you waiting for? She'll put a link just above. Can't thank you enough for being here. Godspeed and God bless. Until next time, Justice Knight filling in for Lisa Haven. Signing out.